Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Cymose inflorescence or definite inflorescence. So there, what are the points to be discussed mainly means the growth of the peduncle. The growth of the peduncle is stopped due to the development of a flower at its apex. One more time you try to read this once. So the growth of the peduncle is stopped due to the development of a flower at its apex. So once you see there, so this particular line if you are considering as peduncle, so the apex of the peduncle is ends with a flower. So when this particular peduncle ends with a flower, furtherly it cannot grow. Am I point you understood or not? Means in this particular case, no. So what is the main important point? When the peduncle is when the peduncle tip ends with a flower or forms a flower, at the particular case, no, peduncle growth will be stopped or peduncle growth is stopped. Point you understood or not? So here in this particular case, cymose inflorescence, in cymose inflorescence, what is the main important point to be discussed means, so this is a main important point to be discussed. Peduncle is stopped. Why peduncle is stopped? Due to the development of a flower at its apex. So means peduncle when it is peduncle region when it is formed or forms a flower, at the time no peduncle growth will be definite. So in racemose inflorescence means in previous videos I have given no racemose inflorescence no peduncle tip not ends with a flower. That's why racemose inflorescence we have considered as indefinite inflorescence. Emma, did you remember? So that is the main important difference between racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence tip of the peduncle not you concentrate on not ends with a flower where in racemose, but in cymose so definitely tip of the peduncle, apex means tip only no. So peduncle end or apex or tip so definitely consist of a flower. That's why peduncle growth is stopped. I hope you understood this one. Now the flowers are produced either in two directions, either in basipetal manner or centrifugal manner. So basipetal manner and centrifugal manner there, whereas in racemose so acropetal manner and centripetal manner we have seen. So but here in a cymose inflorescence basipetal manner and or centrifugal manner, which one arrangement of flowers we are observing. So first of all let us learn what is basipetal and what is centrifugal. Now first one basipetal manner. Now there arrangement of older flowers at the top or tip also we can write or top or tip or apex. So means the arrangement of older flowers at the tip or the top or apex and younger ones are definitely at the bottom. If top nally older flowers are there means definitely younger flowers will be at bottom only now. So such kind of arrangement of flowers on the peduncle we will be considering as basipetal arrangement. Basipetal arrangement. Next one more kind of arrangement once you see there, centrifugal manner or centrifugal arrangement. There older flowers present at the center and younger ones at the peripheral region. So younger ones will be in peripheral region. So peripheral region towards the outside. So older ones at the center. Older one will be at the center and younger flowers or younger ones at the peripheral regions on the condensed peduncle. So here likewise, so here the flowers arrangement in 2 rows or flowers arrangement in 2 ways we can observe. One is basipetal manner and one more is centripetal manner or centripetal arrangement. Am I point you understood? So here in a centripetal manner when we will observe, no, so once you see there at exactly at spotlight, so we will observe centrifugal arrangement in a condensed peduncle. Condensed peduncle, peduncle will not be like once you look at the line light, so like it will not be like one line, that will be condensed. That will be condensed. So at the time, no, suppose if the peduncle is condensed, so what is the type of arrangement of flowers we can observe? Centrifugal. Suppose when the peduncle is like one line, linear shape, no, at the time, so we can observe basipetal. So but arrangement of flowers is common. So older ones are definitely at the tip or the top and the younger ones at the bottom. So here whereas in a centrifugal manner, no, older flowers present at the center, younger ones present at the peripheral regions. So these 2 points, so here suppose if they would like to ask in examinations means, so many of the students they don't know what is acropetal, what is basipetal, what is a centripetal, what is a centrifugal. Definitely they will get confused. So that's why many of the examinations they are concentrating on these kind of terms. So once you concentrate, you may get this knowledge. Now let us see the cymose inflorescence types. So what are the types or their means? First one, so solitary cyme. One more time, try to say along with me, solitary cyme. So how we are reading, no, like that only you try to read solitary cyme. Their best examples are Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Hibiscus rosa sinensis and China rose, do you know? So China rose scientific name only Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Next one more example, Datura metal. Datura metal in a 9th standard, in a 10th standard. So even diagrams also we have learned now. I think so you have learned. Okay, learned this one. So Datura metal and Hibiscus flowers, best examples of solitary cyme. So what is the meaning of solitary cyme? So let us see. Solitary, here one more meaning also here you can learn. Solitary means a single. Okay, solitary means a single flower is present there means, so that particular the presence of single flower we can be taken as solitary. Okay, now information, now let us see. In this kind of inflorescence, no, axis is unbranched. Axis is unbranched and bear a single flower at its apex. If suppose a China rose, if you see there, or did you observe the Datura plant or Datura inflorescence, just one flower will be there. That one flower also we can be considered as one kind of inflorescence. So best examples point of view, Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Hibiscus rosa sinensis point of view there, solitary flower means a single flower formation takes place where? So from the axillary bud, axillary region. If 2 types of buds are present, no, one is axillary bud and one more is a terminal bud. Likewise there, suppose so suppose if the axillary bud modified into flower or a solitary flower, that kind of thing we can be seen in a hibiscus. And suppose if the terminal bud will be there now. Suppose if the terminal bud involves or the modifies into a flower means, so that kind of example we can be seen in Datura metal. Point you understood here. So what is the point now I am going to give you is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. So China rose is there, no, there one flower formation takes place. One I am saying no, but I have written there solitary. So try to match these two. Solitary is nothing but single or one. So solitary flower is produced from the axillary regions. So axillary regions, no, there definitely we can find axillary bud. Likewise in Datura, in Datura definitely flowers of formation takes place from the terminal positions. So these 2 points you try to save in your mind. Neat examination point of view important. Next one, next side heading. Now let us see simple cyme or cymule. Simple cyme or cymule. So there what is the point? No, inflorescence axis terminates into a flower. So once Once you see there, so here if you take one inflorescence axis, that particular axis terminates into a flower. இப்போ first diagram is there now, small ஒரு line draw பண்ணி மேலே flower I have drawn now. There inflorescence axis terminates into a flower. Below this flower the main axis produce two lateral branches which also ends in a flower. Once I will give you that explanation. Once here you are observing in the end, in this particular corner you are observing a small diagram you see there, or otherwise, so right side initially one diagram I have drawn. So that diagram once you see there, simple cyme or cymule. Okay, so there what is information in this particular inflorescence axis? Inflorescence axis terminates into a flower. Okay, so below this one or below this flower, the main axis produces two lateral branches. Once you see there, so here one small diagram I have drawn, or you see here. So here this one is a main axis, exactly at spotlight. Once you see there, exactly at spotlight, this is main axis. So that one ends with a flower. You try to see exactly at spotlight, terminates with a flower. Now just below the flower, once you see there, the main axis produces two lateral branches. Here one branch and here another branch. Two lateral branches are there, and these two lateral branches again ends with a flower. Once you see there, here small bud-like structure is there, no BUD, bud-like structure. So that one. So means what is the point now I am going to give you is, in this particular inflorescence axis terminates with a flower. Terminates into a flower. Next, just below this flower on the main axis, so this main axis produce two lateral branches. You see there carefully. So two lateral branches are there. The presence of these two lateral branches just below the main axis or below the terminal bud. Okay, terminal flower also you can be taken. So now in this particular case, totally, once you come on to this information, so totally three flowers, three flowered inflorescence so is formed. So three flowered inflorescence formed. So why? So here the terminally one flower is there, and just below the terminal bud, so two lateral branches are there. Again these two lateral branches produced two flowers. So thereby 1, 2, 3 flowers we are observing. So thereby, sir, this kind of information, so where we can be seen, sir, this kind of arrangement means, so definitely we can be seen in jasminum. So girls know very well jasminum flowers. Next one, bougainvillea. So paper of flowers, do you know? Pink color flowers we will observe. So paper of flowers plant. So bougainvillea and jasminum we know very well all. So there. So what is the kind of inflorescence can be seen or can be observed? So simple cyme or cymule. So there total number of flowers are. So in one inflorescence, three number of or three flowers are present, and all these flowers are arranged in a basipetal manner. All these flowers are arranged in basipetal manner. So that point also you try to remember. Later, third one, monocacial. Mono means you know very well single. Cassia means branch. So meaning also try to learn monocacial cyme. Monocacial cyme. Monocacial cyme. Now inflorescence axis, again now you see there, inflorescence axis terminates into a flower, produces only one branch from its basal bract. One more time you see there, inflorescence, what is the axis is there, that particular axis terminates with a flower. Later branch means definitely on that bract will be there, on the bract or from the basal part of the bract, one branch formation takes place. A point you understood or not? Once you see there small diagram, once here, don't see the entire diagram, just off, just you try to concentrate on the spotlight. Once you see there, this line main axis, the main axis ends with a flower. Okay, so this one axis means main branch we can be taken. Okay, or the main axis, now let us take like that, definitely ends with a flower. Now on this main axis, a small leaf like structure you see there, ear EAR madri, so small structure we are observing, no. So there, so from this axil, one branch is there, small try to see one branch, one line is one branch. So this one again ends with a flower. Okay, later on the branch again a bract is there, again in the axillary region one more branch formation takes place. Likewise, so here what is information in monocachial cyme meaning is just only one branch formation takes place. That's why here I have underlined, here one branch is present. Now what is the point I am going to tell you is, in inflorescence axis, definitely inflorescence axis terminates into a flower and produces only one branch, so later one branch, so from the basal tract. Okay, next one, this branch is also grows definitely. So each and every branch grows only definitely. Definitely means up to a particular level or particular time or particular height. Okay, so and ends with a flower. So definitely each and every branch grows only definitely. Why? Because this particular branch ends with a flower. So when one particular branch ends with a flower, no, definitely branch grows definitely. Why? Because the tip of that particular branch ends with a flower, no, so thereby furtherly it cannot be grown. So try to understand clearly, carefully. Now in this way many single branches, so in this way many single branches develops to form an axis. So means there are different types of many single branches. So there are so many branches of development, formation development will be there. So such kind of axis we will be calling as sympodial axis. Now depending upon the arrangement, depending upon the arrangement of these branches, the monocachial cyme two types. One more time, once you see there, depending upon the arrangement of these branches, based on the arrangement of these branches, monocachial cyme two types are there. So one is helicoid cyme, later second one is scarpoid cyme. So first one is helicoid cyme, second one scarpoid cyme. Now helicoid cyme, this is a monocachial cyme. Under monocachial cyme only, these two examples, that's why I have written like that. So it is a monocachial cyme in which successive lateral branches develops only one side, means here the lateral branches formation takes place. Lateral branches of formation takes place, but all these lateral branches development will be there in one side. Only in one side only we can observe the development of branches. So suppose if the branches development will be there on one side, suppose if the branches development is there at one side, so here that particular type we can be taken under helicoid. That particular thing we can be taken under helicoid. My dear students, don't forget, in a helicoid cyme, what is the point? Lateral branches development will be there, but all these lateral branches development, so lateral branches development will be there only one side. Only one side. So this kind of arrangement we can be seen in Hamelia. So examples that may vary, but the concept is the same. Why? Because in some other books they may give other examples, but helicoid cyme means lateral branches development. The lateral branches development will be there only one side. For example, Hamelia. Next one, scarpoid cyme. Once you see their diagram also, helicoid cyme diagrams also once you see there. Okay, so the branches development will be there only one side, isn't it? Next one, scarpoid cyme point of view. Now 1 minute I will explain this scarpoid cyme. So before scarpoid cyme, helicoid cyme diagram also once let us see. So now you see so here the main axis is there that terminates with a terminal bud. Later on the main axis bract is there Again from the axial of this bract, now here one more branch formation takes place. Later on the branch one more branch formation takes place. On this branch, once you see there, now one more time, now you see this main axis. So this one is a main axis. On the main axis, so terminal bud is there. So on the main axis, so here we are observing the bract. Again, axial of the bract, we are observing the formation of one branch. On the branch again, so that particular branch again ends with a flower. Again, on the branch we are observing bracteole. From the axial of the bracteole, we are observing the formation of one branch. That branch also ends with a flower. So likewise, the arrangement, so means the successive lateral branches development will be there only on one side. So here like this. Once you try to practice this diagram, so this kind of flows of formation we can be seen in Hamelia. So best scientific side heading is helicoid cyme. Next one in scarpoid cyme. So before explanation of this scarpoid cyme, so what is the point mainly we have to store in our mind means the arrangement of flowers in a zigzag manner. Okay, once a zigzag manner means you see there once, so the main axis is there. Now here one branch formation takes place, later one more branch here. So likewise, once you see this diagram, zigzag manner. So this kind of zigzag manner we can be considered or we can be taken under scarpoid cyme. So now the information now let us see. In monocacial cyme, in which lateral branches development successively on either side in a zigzag manner means just one point you try to remember. In a helicoid cyme, so arrangement of flowers or the lateral branches will be there. So here what is the thing? On one side we can observe. So but in a scarpoid cyme, so you see there zigzag manner, the lateral branches development will be there successfully on the zigzag manner. So this kind of thing we can be seen in, so where we can be seen this kind of thing means in a heliotropium as well as in a solanum. Heliotropium and solanum, these two are best examples of scarpoid cyme. Next side heading, that is a dicacial cyme. Dicacial cyme, next one, dicacial cyme. So in this type, alternating or after terminating which one into a flower means, so particularly inflorescence when it will be terminated into a flower, the inflorescence axis produce two lateral branches below it. Means this one up to here, once you see there, up to here it is seems to be like simple cyme. One more time you see there, in this kind of inflorescence after termination means when that particular peduncle terminates with a flower, that particular inflorescence axis means peduncle only, that particular thing produces two lateral branches below it. Next one, each branch in turn ends into a flower. These two branches repeat the same type of growth. So here if you take this information at a time you cannot understand, that's why diagrammatically now once I will explain. Once you see the main axis is there, exactly at spot line main axis is there. So that particular main axis terminates with a flower, isn't it? Now just below the main axis means just below the terminated flower, to produces two branches. So once you see there two branches, again these two branches produces two lateral branches, again two branches formation we are observing once you see there. So means that kind of information. One more time, dicacial. What is the meaning of dicacial? Formation of two branches. Di means two only, cacia means branch. Once you see there, the main axis is there. On the main axis we have seen the formation of two branches. Again on the each branch again two branches. Am I observing now? So this kind of thing. So totally in a diaconal cyme, total number of flowers, how many are there once you count it? So here 3 and here 3 and middle 1. So totally total number of flowers in a diaconal cyme is 7. So this kind of diaconal cyme can be seen in clerodendron and one more is hypomia. Clerodendron and one more is hypomia. Next one, fifth one, polycacial cyme. Polycacial cyme there. In this type of inflorescence, the inflorescence axis terminates into a flower. This particular point means the inflorescence axis terminates into a flower. This particular point common in all. Why? Because definitely that is a main important significant point of cymose inflorescence now. Cymose inflorescence is nothing but when particular peduncle or inflorescence axis terminates with a flower, the growth of the peduncle is indefinite or the growth of the peduncle is definite. So thereby definitely the inflorescence axis terminates into a flower and produce many lateral branches from the base of it. So here when the main axis terminates with a flower, no, below the flower or below the terminal flower, no, many branches, not one, not two. How many? Many. Many lateral branches are formed just base of the flower. Okay, once you see there up to here, this one exactly at spotlight, this is the main axis. So this one main axis terminates with a flower. Just below the terminal flower we are observing so many branches. Once you see there, 1, 2, 3, 4 we have drawn now. So again these branches ends with a flower. Once you see there, this branch if you take there, no, ends with flower. This branch ends with a flower and this branch ends with a flower. This branch also ends with a flower. Terminal flowers. Again just below the flower again we are observing many branches. Once you see there, just below this terminal flower we are observing many branches. This is terminal bud. So we are observing many branches and these branches also again these branches also again ends with flowers. Point you understood or not? So what is the point now? Mainly we have to understand means just below the terminal flower. So wherever you see, so here or main axis here, and here, just below the terminal axis or just below the terminal bud, definitely so many number of branches of formation takes place. That's why this kind of inflorescence we can be considered under polycacial. Poly means many, cacia means branches, many branches formation takes place. So this kind of inflorescence definitely we can be seen in Nerium. Nerium odora means Nerium on the highways, they will keep this one, this kind of flowers which will give blue color pink color flowers. So do you know? So in our Tamil Nadu also these Nerium flowers plants are very very famous, so we can observe everywhere. So that's why, so that kind of example Nerium, once you observe there, they are definitely monocacial cyme we can observe clearly. So in monocacial cyme, more than 2 branches are formed on the peduncle. So more than 2 branches development, so we can be seen. So best example Nerium. So this is a small information regarding cymose inflorescence or definite inflorescence. So suppose, so by seeing the first time you cannot understand anything. So but when you will see third time or fourth time down, based on the diagrams you try to understand. So I am not asking to try to understand by at a time. So I am not saying, but once you observe the diagrams, so based on the diagrams, try to read the information and try to get the knowledge and try to get the concept. So this is a small information regarding cymose inflorescence or definite inflorescence. So till now I have given explanation on the in previous videos racemose inflorescence, on the racemose inflorescence. So 2 videos I have completed. Now cymose inflorescence, on the cymose inflorescence 1 video is completed, and in inflorescence one and only the type is there, that is a special type. Okay, special type information in next video let us discuss. And so my dear students, what is the thing I am asking to remember now while watching these videos? So few members are suffering, sir, here what is the information you have written that we are unable to find out. So that that point so many members are so saying. So means based on this one, so while watching this video, so what you have to do is, so quality. So here in settings now you can find the quality option there. That particular quality you try to increase high. So that is 480 or 720. Suppose if you keep there now, at the time this entire information will be visible very clearly. At the time you can understand very easily. Thank you.